Hello and welcome, my dear friends. Welcome to another interesting review. This time I have a fountain pen which I recently bought, and we are talking about the Montblanc 342 with a steel nib. I got this amazing pen for a nice deal. So if you've watched my last unboxing, I paid for this piston filler, German piston filler, and this Montblanc 342 fitted with a steel nib. I paid around 450 lei, including the shipping cost, the equivalent of 90.42 euros or 96.88 US dollars. And I was quite excited about it. I mainly bought it. First of all, I thought initially it had a gold nib from the pictures the seller sent me. So I thought to myself, yes, it is a great deal, 2 pens for a nice price. But what attracted me to this pen was this interesting feeder, this key slope type ebonite feeder, which was specific to the 1940s and the early 1950s. And in fact, I have here an example, my dear friends. I have an old Montblanc. This is 334, and I wanted to show you the previous feeder model, which was made out of ebonite. You can see also a ski slope type feeder, but more simple in this case. Very interesting. Further in the development, they added those center canals. Very interesting. So this, my friends, it is a piece from the 1930s, and you can see it. And next, my friends, let me tell you about the 342. Well, the 342, it is a model from the 1950s, and it was the entry-level pen from Montblanc. I have here on my desk several other pens, so I will start with the top line. Back then, I have here a Montblanc Meisterstück 146 and a 142. You can see fitted with 3 rings, very nice. And also there was the second series, and these are the third series, starting with 3. And I have an interesting 342, and what is interesting about this pen is the fact that the material, the celluloid material, has developed this transparency to it. So this is one of the first models from the 1950s. This is again a 342. And what do we have here, my friends? Let me present you, let's see, the largest of them. I think it's this one. And this is a 344. And 4 stands for the number of the nib. Let me see if this one has a gold nib. Yes, it has a very large nib in comparison with the nib of the 342, which is a number 2 nib, and that one is a number 4 nib. Okay, so this is probably the largest of them all. And I also have other models. This is 342-G. I hope that I can zoom a little bit. I can focus on it. So I want to show you, yes, 3-42G fitted with a gold nib. You can see that we have a visible ink window even when the cap is fully closed. And what do I have in my collections, my friends, to show you? This is, let me see, This is a 3-42G, this time without a visible ink window. And next we have a 342 fitted with, I think, yes, we fitted with a gold nib, 14 karat gold nib. And the last of them, I have this one, which is a 3-44G. Again, G stands for the gold nib. And I have another one. I believe that this is a simple 342. An interesting pen. Also, this fitted with a gold nib. Let me put them side by side and let me present to you the 342 fitted with a steel nib. So unfortunately, the logo of Montblanc has faded away. I'm not so sure in time it was removed. It certainly shows that it was there. Also, the gold plating, you can see, has faded away. So this has seen lots of use, my dear friends. Probably used by a student or by a people. And back then, my dear friends, the 342 was, I could say, the most affordable pen from Montblanc. And after that, it came the Monte Rosa, which of course was even more affordable than the 342. But again, a nice piston filler, fitted with an interesting ink window. This has a blue color, and this particular one was made in the early 1950s because it is fitted with the ski slope type feeder, the ebonite feeder. Interesting nib, a number 2 nib, Montblanc, and in comparison with the other 342 fitted in my collection, you can see the difference between the nibs. On the gold one we have Montblanc 14 karat 585, and beneath them, although it isn't visible, also on the gold nib we have engraved 342, and also on the steel nib. And I will leave a photo from the period, from the time I did the cleaning on this one. Like I told you, my dear friends, a very, very interesting pen. What I love about it, and I was quite pleased. Probably if you've seen the unboxing, I was quite disappointed that this didn't have the gold nib. But let me tell you, my dear friends, this oblique broad nib, and I know it is an oblique broad nib because they engraved it right over here, OB. And also, if we look at the tiles, at the end of the tiles, we can see that one is slightly bigger than the other. This is the oblique cut. And let me tell you, my dear friends, when I tested it, it writes like a dream. I'm quite pleased, and it shows that sometimes even a steel nib can do a better job than a gold nib. Of course, the value is lower, but if you are a collector and you still use the pieces in your collection to write with, this is an amazing pen. We can see from the